Well, the US Justice Department is claiming the plot was advanced from inside that country. What do you make of that? And what's your take on the possible motives for orchestrating such an assassination of the president from the US?
Well, there's been a lot of speculation that Jovenel Moïse was beginning to make a political change of direction. He'd been very much doing Washington's bidding, particularly in helping to head the campaign against Venezuela and against President Nicolas Maduro. But he was having second thoughts and feeling that the State Department was not giving him really the backing he needed. So according to some analysts and people close to him, in particular one ophthalmologist who was a representative and a candidate for the Lavalas family party, he claimed that it was the U.S. Secret Services, meaning the CIA, which was behind the killing because Moïse was going to make a political change of direction. That's almost his direct quote. There's been a lot of speculation on this front, but right now we don't really know who were the intellectual authors, who were the real funders of this very large operation, which had to have cost millions of dollars. And the fact that the U.S. government is taking control of an investigation of a Haitian president leads us to suspect that we could be looking at a situation very similar to the Warren Commission in the early 1960s, when the U.S. President John F. Kennedy was shot down by an assassin, which history has now more or less made it almost certain that it was the CIA plot to take out Kennedy. And they held a Warren Commission investigation of the matter, and it was headed by the godfather, Allen Dulles, of the CIA. So is that the same situation that's unraveling now with the prosecution of the killing of Jovenel Moïse not happening in Haiti, happening instead in Miami? We're waiting to see, and we're following closely.
Of course, we don't know at this point, but it is interesting to note that in the case of one of the suspects, the U.S. Justice Department has asked a court in Miami to impose special security measures to protect classified information from becoming public. So it does, might ask, if they've got nothing to hide, then why take such precautions?
Well, it's exactly the case. That's the Classified Information Protection Act, CIPA, and the head of the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Agency's Caribbean division, said that this move is practically telegraphing CIA involvement in the assassination. So, yeah, people are saying, what do you have to hide? What was this particular defendant, Mario Palacios, why are they invoking this act, which essentially keeps him from seeing all the evidence against his client, because it would apparently reveal something about the CIA. That's why the CIPA Act exists, to protect the CIA.
According to Mike Vigil, the former head of operations for the DEA in the Caribbean,
That's right.
He said the U.S. government is pretty much telegraphing CIA involvement in this case. What do you make of that comment?
Yes, that's exactly the comment I was referring to, Mike Vigil's comment. And he's not the only one who's made this observation. So the whole thing is very fishy, as we say in the U.S. And I mean, for sure, Haitian justice, particularly in this case, is going to be compromised because there are many indications that the prime minister, the de facto prime minister, unelected prime minister of Haiti, Ariel Henry, who was very close to Washington, had a hand in this assassination. He was speaking with the person who allegedly ordered the triggermen, Colombians, to shoot Jovenel Moïse. So it's not to say that Haiti would be smooth sailing, but on the other hand, as a matter of principle, it makes more sense that the Haitian justice system try these criminals who are involved in this killing, not the American authorities.
Well, considering there are these allegations of the CIA's involvement, do you really think we can expect an unbiased investigation from the US government to really get to the bottom of what happened?
Not really. I am very suspicious seeing the U.S. taking this in charge. Jovenel Moïse had become something of a liability for them in 2021 when he was killed on July 7th. He was beginning to be more of a liability than an asset. And I think they may have worked with the elements of the Haitian bourgeoisie who were at war with Jovenel, who was trying to get them to support him financially because he was on the ropes, that they may have worked very closely with certain figures of the Haitian bourgeoisie to rub out Jovenel Moïse in front of the eyes of the world.
Thanks so much for speaking to us today. I really appreciate your time and your insight. Thank you. We've been speaking to Kim Ives, journalist and editor at the Haiti Liberty news outlet. Thank you.
Thank you.